Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. The horror. Day 6. We're on the downhill. Let me tell you how this day is going. I just spent 45 minutes filming. It was going great. Right up until I realized you have to press the record button. What do? You start again with a Rough Rider Titanium. I think you're going to like this one. Let's check it out. Yeah, the record button's going. Like I said, we have a Rough Rider and we have leather. I'm going to show you this leather because this is what we're going to use. And the reason I'm showing you this side is because I went through and did all this already. But we'll get there. So, Rough Rider Titanium. This is, and I think you're going to like this guy. It's a great knife. It's an unusual knife. Here it is here. See that? Very cool. And this is the Rough Rider Titanium Coat Black Titanium Coated Muskrat. Yeah, it's a muskrat. And if you don't know anything about muskrats, let me explain. Because why? Before I got this knife, I knew nothing about them. I had to look it up, and there was a long story about that, but I won't get into that. I'm just going to show you. There it is there. Look at that. And you can see it's got this like a black bony handle. I don't think it's bone. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty cool. And it has that nice badge on it, the Rough Rider badge. The two bolsters, and you've got these two clips. Probably more commonly known as a California clip. The reason being is that when you hold it like that, it looks like the state of California. There's some useless information for you. But back to the muskrat. It's pretty cool. Back in about 1940, muskrat fur became really popular. And a lot of trappers were trapping them. And the problem is a muskrat is small. And it's delicate work to skin it. And they needed a delicate knife. So they came up with this guy, the muskrat. And basically, there it is there. Two clip point blades on either side, both exactly the same. Now, they come in different sizes. You can get a bigger one. This is a small muskrat, really used for really delicate skinning. Both blades are exactly the same. This is about 3 inches long, and you can see it's a very long, thin California clip, Turkish clip, whatever you want to call it. The reason is that when they're skinning a muskrat, they peel it down, then they get to the skull. They want to keep the head, the fur from the head. So they needed to do delicate work. And this little blade was really good for that. And even if you look, they put a false blade on the top there so you can get a really good, small, thin tip so they could get in there and really work around. You don't want to be nicking the skin or anything like that. So that was the reason for it. The reason for two blades, they would be doing a lot of skinning, and you want your blade really sharp, fine. And when it started to get dull, instead of having to stop in the middle of skinning and sharpen it again, they could just switch over to the other blade and finish what they were doing. So that was the reason for it. Now, there's different ones out there. Now, in these days, people have come up with something different. They don't have the same blades. They'll put a clip like this and then maybe a spay blade. But a traditional muskrat is this guy. Same blades, that same look, the kind of cow horn look to it. There are out there where people say they call it a muskrat trapper. And the difference is that the blades are on the same side and both exactly the same, but on one side. But this is the traditional. This one, if you look carefully at the blades, They have that black tint to it. They are stainless steel, but they are black titanium coated blades. Very nice little knife. And this is the one we're going to make a slip for. And like I said, I started with these guys. You're familiar with these. And I experimented again, the shock and horror. I wanted a sheath. If you look at it, it's a bunch of different colors. I literally mixed colors on here because I wanted to get the same look as the skins on it. So that's what I was looking for. Now this is a pretty thin, small knife. You know, putting it in this, look at that. So we're going to trim it down. It'll be a lot thinner slip. And I'm going to try and make it a little different. I was actually hoping, and I might be able, no, I don't think it will. I don't think the leather is long enough. I was kind of thinking about a neck carry slip. So, you know, maybe we'll just go with the regular hold to the side type. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of this leather going away. I want a slim look to it because it's a slim, small knife. So let's have at it. Like I said, I mixed 500 different colors to get this look. So you can see this is all the stuff I used to come up with this, which I wanted it to look like a stone metalish type look, metallic look, because, you know, titanium and whatnot. That was my thinking. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? It's really slim. I'm going to glue these two together, trim it down to size, and we're going to stitch it up. I might make it round, and we'll put a little thingy here. I want to keep it pretty simple. Okay, is it gonna fit? Ooh, barely. We might have to stretch it out a bit. Just gonna stretch the leather and work it a bit just so we can get an even thing. This is my optional opener tool that I made, and it just happens to be a perfect size. So I'm just using it to stretch the leather out because I put the glue a little bit too tight. So let's see how we're doing now. I think that'll be good. You want the knife to stay in there. It comes out now a lot better. Okay, what I want to do is make this a lot thinner. I'm going to put a little bump here so that we can put a circle in. And we'll cut it down and we'll stitch around, and we might even round it off. So let's have at it. So there you go, campers. Here it is here. In the slippy. Made a very plain slip. Like I said, I kind of messed up big time on this one. Getting tired. What can I... One more to go after this. But you can see the slip here. I wanted to give it a kind of a metallic look because of the titanium coating and all that good stuff. And put some metal beads on here. Very plain, pretty straightforward. Made the stitching as basic as I could. And here's the knife here. You ready? Here you go. The RR 1784. This one here. And it's the black titanium coated muskrat from Rough Rider. Beautiful little knife. Might want to look them up. You know, it's a Rough Rider. They are a budget knife company and they do a good job. They make a lot of slip joints, a lot. But every now and again they'll come out with a lock back or something, or a liner lock or something like that. But their quality for what you're paying, you can't beat. So the only way you can beat it is go buy yourself some leather and make a slip for it to go into. You know, you want to give it a nice little home. So there you are. The Rough Rider. You all be safe out there. All the time. All the time. I worry about you guys. Just saying. And of course, don't forget. Like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Yeah, like I said, you know, I started filming, or so I thought. I did a bunch of testing and trying to get a metallic look. Like I said, I basically used about 5 or 6 different colors, and it kind of matches the skins on this. So if you look, it's pretty close, nice and easy, simple slip. Rounded it off this time. Just put that loop stitch around. You can see there, very basic, quick stitch. Nothing fancy. Cleaned up the edges, made a little round, put a dip in it here, just because I wanted a little bit more area to grab it. It's still kind of stiff in there, but you got to remember that leather will stretch over time. So if it's a little tight, it's perfect. Over time, you'll be okay. One more to go. Probably see you tomorrow. Got a good one. This is something that Rough Rider came out with that was a little different. It was a series of kind of modern style knives. They did a good job on it. I kind of liked it. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. See you again soon.